Today we are going to take on the strongest red zone stage at the moment, apparently, which is the second stage of the Dismal Future red zone versus the first form cell. We did this with a free-to-play team. Here is the team on screen if you need any references. But I'm going to show you guys the run, so I hope you guys do enjoy. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into this run. All right, so you've seen the team already. We are pretty much bringing majority into units with a few tech units. There are a lot of characters because this is a one-phase battle that you can use. I just happen to use this because of the Marjunia, and bringing the tech units, there are good linking partners for Marjunia. So, because it's only one phase, he has 75 million HP though. It does look, weird that he has like 7 health bars or whatever, 6 or whatever. For 75 million is crazy. But yeah, there's a lot of health to deal with. 62% damage reduction for the cell. Instant waste. My goal here is to beat this in like 6 turns. Pretty much, with Marjunia to do a majority of the super attacks. So he gets 2, pretty much a bar down, which is good pacing. And then we have the Tech DKP to link up with the Marjunia. Good linking partners. And he takes double-digit damage post-super without his guard. Very underrated, I feel like, for the Tech DKP. Even though he's, like, chance to guard, I feel like his defense is solid enough where he can tank normal attacks regardless, for the most part, depending on the boss. Interesting facts about the first form cell. We are dealing with 20% chance to do a super attack. He does 7 attacks per turn with a 7 attack cooldown on supers. It's one of the strongest hitting supers as well, with 1.3 million damage. And each super will do 30% increase to his attack, so making his normal attacks really strong for the turn. Can't lower attack, lower defense, stun, or seal. And he can heal up. It's not that much though, which is good. It's like, what, 2 million, 3 million, which we can net positively do enough. So 2 turns have been gone, so we reactivate a Whis. And the support memory I'm using is that Freezer one that increases extreme class allies by attack by 20% or whatever at level 3 for 2 turns. It's really good. Really good memory. And now Piccolo is at 9 million attack stat. Get 1 super. Got the second for 11 million. Because we got him in the first turn, we'll have 5 whole or 3 whole rotations with him where he's peaking in damage, which is really good. Ideally, you want Metal Cooler on the other rotation, so when he 18 key supers, he's raising an ally's attacks for 2 turns, which makes it even stronger, but unfortunately he is here with us. Does make the other turn a lot stronger. With the Wii stacked on, I mean, even without the Wii, I guess we would probably be taking that super really nicely. Probably double-digit damage. If you don't have some of these characters, like, you can swap out Deborah, because Deborah is only there for the support, really. You can bring Android 16 from the Super Strike. He doesn't really fit in this team, though. But if you're running a different team, he has the guard and damage reduction by, what, it's like 60% or something ridiculous. And then you can also bring the Freezer. Freezer's in Terrifying Conquerors. This is pretty much a Terrifying Conquerors team. And that will do a nice guard and damage reduction, which is good. There's a lot of good free-to-play options for Int. But yeah, we'll have Tech DKP as a unit here, because you don't need him on the other rotation anymore. And then we got my GOAT Barbity, 4 million, and not even good links. When we have him with Deborah, you'll see his true powers. If you do end up seeing it, like a Deborah and Barbity rotation is really nice. With the Wii stacked up, we have damage reduction. On damage reduction, still bypasses the amount of defense with the 140,000. But it does drop us, in terms of HP, enough to turn into Giant Form, which is cool. So it's more free damage. Only problem is, during this whole Giant phase, Cell can heal up. But if you always get a super attack with Marjunia on this leader skill, obviously in a better leader skill, like double 200% for him or something like that, you're always going to be net positive, easily net positive damage. We are just barely getting net positive damage per giant form turn in this leader skill of 120%. With the crit, obviously, that makes it less required to get a super attack for one of them. But you can see it's like 1.7 per super. And it crits like 2.2. And he heals, what, like 3 mil? So we're just barely getting past the line. Which is good, because obviously we want the free damage when we can. Even if it takes us a whole extra 2 to 3 minutes just to get through this. But if First Form Cell was hitting this hard, I just cannot fathom how hard the other phases, the other stages are going to be. Like, Goku Black, Merge Zamasu, like, they're going to hit like 1.5 million plus damage on a super attack with like high attack stats, lowering defense. I can see Merge Zamasu lowering defense as well. It's going to go crazy. I hope the worldwide celebration units are going to be really good. And we get the third turn with Piccolo Jr. This is where you have to kind of be key conscious, because now we don't have any more Whis activated, so the only like tank we got is pretty much Piccolo Jr. in this rotation. I don't think he can tank enough. It'd be close. I'd still think he'd take damage. It might be like just under 200,000. You can see our health. It's 245,000 out of, what, 494? Which is perfect, because it means that we are under the 50% HP mark. And so we can use the active skill on turn the second slot, get the W. Didn't even need to put him in the first. It does disable an action, which is kind of cool. Could get rid of a heal if that is what you need to do. But I don't think he's like too difficult. If you're trying to know item, obviously it's going to be a lot more difficult, because it's such a lot of units these days like take about 3 turns, 4 turns to build up quite nicely. And then by then he's doing like a fat super attack on you. But if you have Whis, you're all good. If you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. That's the run for my Imperfect Cell Red Zone event. Let me know how you did. Till next one, stay healthy, stay safe, stay physical. Peace out.